today's episode of Jace Answers, we're going to answer this question right here. What are the tools that I need to prepare myself for online work? Okay, so this person wants to get started in online work and wants to know what tools, what resources that they need in order to just get started in the world of freelancing. So the answer to this question is actually very simple. What you need are just a few things. First of all, you need a computer. It's very important that you have a computer. It could be a desktop, could be a laptop, it could be a Macintosh or a PC, but you can't use there's no way that you can use your cell phone or like an iPad or a tablet to do freelance work. You definitely need some kind of computer. There's a huge, no one's going to hire you if you say that you're using a cell phone or a laptop. And if anyone says that they're going to hire you, they're probably a scammer, just letting you know. So desktop, laptop, anything of those computers. And if you don't have a desktop or a laptop right now, there are a lot of cheap resources to find desktop or laptops. For example, you can go, I know a lot of internet cafes and even companies, they sell their old desktops for things like anything from 5,000 to 12,000 pesos, and you can get a decently working computer that you can start using for online work. Laptops, you'll probably have to spend around 12,000, 15,000 pesos. So depending on your budget, you can choose between these options. Now, regarding the specs, I'd say the most, as long as it's a modern computer. So what we're talking about here is like if you're dealing with Intel, an i3, an i5, or an i7 computer, or a quad-core Atom processor. So those are the processors, and I'd say at the bare minimum, you should have 2 gigabytes of RAM. But if you can afford it, go for better RAM and then go for a better processor, because the more that you can do on your computer, the faster that your computer works. That means the faster that you can work, and the faster you work, the more that you can get paid. All right, so we have that. The computer is the first thing you need. The second thing you need is an internet connection. Very important that you need an internet connection. If you're watching this video right now, you probably have an internet connection, but you should have an internet connection at home. You should have one that your computer can connect to, right? Rather than just having a computer without an internet connection. And nowadays, you can get an internet connection, a 3 Mbps internet connection for something like 1,200 pesos a month. And that's okay for starters if you're just beginning. But, later on, you should upgrade your internet connection to get the fastest one that you can afford, maybe up until 20 megabits per second. That's 20 Mbps connection. That's what I'd really recommend, is a 20 Mbps connection, but it depends on what you can afford right now. What's important is that you get started first, because you get started, you start learning, you start earning money, and then you can upgrade your computer, you can upgrade your internet connection. Next, what you do need is, it's yourself, really. You really, you can't just go into online work, working at home and freelancing if you're not ready, if you're not prepared. Because most people try. There are thousands and thousands of people who try and they fail because they are not prepared. They don't have the proper mindset. They don't have the patience to do this kind of work. Because at the start, I'm going to tell you, it's hard. It's really, really hard to get started. You're going to have to research on your own. You're going to have to learn so many things. Like, remember when you went to school, in high school and in college, you had to learn all these different subjects over a number of years. When you start doing freelancing, you'll be expected, and you should be learning these kinds of things in a matter of weeks or in a matter of months. So instead of spending years learning, you'll spend a lot. You'll have to learn very quickly, very short. And what's very good is that if you have internet, this is very easy. There are YouTube tutorials, there are free courses like our free course, which is free, vacourse.com. I should have a link down below in the description so you can check out that course and just be introduced to the world of freelancing and working from home. So you should prepare yourself. Do a lot of research. Follow people online who do this kind of work and see what they do, see what they're saying, so that you will have that guidance for you to start working. And that's really it. But the most, we have the computer, we have the internet connection, and we have yourself. But most importantly is just yourself, your willingness to learn, your hard work, your perseverance, doing research, watching videos, maybe enroll, and if you're in a hurry, maybe you want to learn things quickly, or if you're overwhelmed by the amount of information that's out there, you can enroll in paid courses like we have our VA Bootcamp, which has helped over 1,000 students. But once again, most importantly is yourself. So that's it, guys. I hope that you can get hired online. You can get started. It's really easy to buy a computer and to get an internet connection, but work on yourself. Take some time. Be patient. It will be hard. I'm telling you, it will be hard. But we've seen so many success stories. We have interviews on this YouTube channel. You'll see lots of interviews with successful freelancers that are very happy, that experience the benefits of working from home and freelancing. So I want you to also achieve those benefits. I want you to succeed. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and ask in the comments below. Thanks, guys.